guys, welcome back to Star Victoria channel. If it's your first time on this channel, you are welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. I am super excited to have you here. Kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell so that whenever I upload new videos, you will be notified. To my returning subscribers, thank you so much for always stopping by. I really appreciate that. So today I'm going to show you how to cut and sew a long A-line dress with overlap front. Okay, here is the fabric I'll be working with. It's 3 yards of crepe fabric. Next, I'm going to cut the down part of the gown. Remember that the gown is an A-line dress. So I'm going to cut the down part. The length of the down part is 45 inches. Okay? I've already folded the fabric into two. You can see it's on fold. So and I've already marked out my length. See this line you're seeing from this line to the end is 45 inches. Okay, so I'm going to mark the waist, the round waist measurement. The round waist is 40 inches divided by 4 will give me 10 inches plus 1.5 seam allowance will give me 11.5 inches. Okay, so I'll mark 11.5 here. Coming to the down part, that's the end of the fabric, I'm going to measure 19 inches. 19 inches on fold. Okay? That is how much flay that I want is 19 inches. You can increase your own to 20 or any inches that you want. But me, I'm working with 19 inches, okay? So next thing I'm going to do is to draw a line from this point down to this 19 inches point. So I'm going to use my ruler now and connect the points to form our A-line shape, okay? I want to have a perfect straight line. Okay, so I'm going to mark now. So this is the center front. So I'm going to use this center front to mark the back. Remember that the back is going to have a zipper. Okay. So I'm going to cut now. So this is it. So I'm going to use this to cut the back. So I'll add 1 inch zipper allowance at the back. And I'll come back and show you what to do next. Okay, I've cut out the back. As you can see, I added a 1 inch zipper allowance to the center back. So I'll open up the center back. Okay. Next, I'm going to cut the upper part of the gown. And to cut the upper part of the gown, I'll be working with a basic bodice block pattern. If you want to learn how to draw this pattern, I'm going to leave a link in the description box. The next thing I need is to mark out, that's to trace out my pattern, the shoulder, the armhole. Okay. Next is to mark out my bust measurement. The bust measurement is 44 inches divided by 4 will give me 11 inches plus 1.5 seam allowance will give me 12 and half inches, and this is my 12 and half inches. Coming to the waist, my waist measurement is 40 inches divided by 4 will give me 10 inches plus 1 inch that is 11 inches plus 1.5 seam allowance will give me 12 and half inches. Okay, so this is my 12 and half inches. So I'm going to connect this point to the chest line. Okay, please, for my center front, the half length is 18 inches and the center back is 16 inches. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is from this my center front, I'm going to be marking my nipple to nipple measurement. The nipple to nipple measurement I'm working with is 9 inches divided by 2 will give me 4.5. I will add half 0.5 seam allowance, that is for folding, to get 5 inches. So I'm going to mark 5 inches here. That's the line you're seeing. I've already done that. This is the line you're seeing, 5 inches. This allowance is for the overlap. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is to determine how deep I want my center front neck to be, and I want it 9.5 inches deep. Okay, so from my shoulder I'm going to place my tape this way and mark 9.5 inches. Okay, and this is it. This is my 9.5 inches. See where my 5 inches line extension is, please note. This is where I mark my 9.5 inches. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is to mark the width of my shoulder. The width I'll be working with is 3 1/4. Okay, sorry, 3.5. So my neck is going to be 3.5. Okay, so from that point of 3.5, I'm going to connect to that 9.5 mark. That 9.5 point. Remember, I measured 9.5 for my neck. That is how deep I want my neck to be. So I'm going to be connecting this point to that 9.5 mark. Okay, using my ruler, I'm going to mark. So I'm going to remove my pattern now, but first I have to mark where my dart is going to be. Remember that our nipple to nipple measurement is 9 inches divided by 2 will give us 4.5. So on this point I'm going to mark my 4.5, then I'll now remove my pattern. Okay, so from this point I'm going to mark, connect to 9.5 and down to where my 5 inches line is. So using my ruler I'm going to connect. Hope you're seeing what I'm doing. So this is it. So I want to notch where my dart will be, so I won't be confused by the time I cut out. Okay, if you're confused, you can watch the video again. Okay, this is my center front. This is how it's going to look. You see? See? So next thing I'm going to do is to cut out my bust dart. Remember that half length, front half length is 18 inches and the back half length is 16 inches. That means the front half length is longer than the back by 2 inches. So because I don't want to transfer the dart to any part of the fabric, what I'm going to do is just to eliminate that dart completely. So what I'm going to do from this point, like from the down part of the from my half length at the side, I'll go up by 2 inches and I'll mark here. I hope you understand what I'm doing. See what I'm doing. From this point, I'll go up. That is from the side. Remember, it's from the side. I'll go up by 2 inches. I will connect these 2 inches to that my nipple to nipple measurement where my dart will be. So this is how I'm going to do it. From here, I'm going to connect. See what I'm doing? I want to eliminate this dart completely. I don't want to move the dart to any part of the whether shoulder angle or anywhere. I don't want to move it. So I'm going to eliminate the dart completely. You know, there are different ways you can move your dart. It's either you eliminate the darts or you move the dart to any part of the body that you want. Okay? So this is how I'm going to do it. I'll cut now. So by the time I cut the back side and the front side will align. Okay? So this is how our front is. So next thing I'm going to do is to cut the back. So I'll be working with my basic bodice block. That is for the center back. This is it. I'm going to include my 1 inch zipper allowance. Okay? I will also include my dart allowance. Okay? Then I'll cut and come back and show you what to do next. Okay, I'm done cutting the back. You can see. Here's the back. Okay, I want to quickly show you the side or the front. You see? It aligns with the side of the back. You see? I've also cut out my sleeve. If you want to know how to cut a basic sleeve, I'll also leave a link at the description box. So this sleeve is not fitted, it's a free sleeve. Okay, so what I did is from the bicep, what I have at the bicep, that is a round biceps. What I have there, I also place the same measurement at the sleeve opening. Okay, so the sleeve is a free sleeve, it's not fitted. So what I'm going to do is to insert elastic at this my sleeve opening. Okay, so I'm going to go now and start sewing. I'll have to join the shoulder of the front and the shoulder of the back. Then for the edges, I'm going to use a bias tape to fold the edges. Okay, I will join to the down part of the gown, fix my sleeve, then I'll come back and show you. I'll also fix my zipper as well. Okay, I'll come back and show you. Okay, I'm done sewing and this is the full gown. I also cut a waist detachable belt, as you can see. And for my neck, I fold the neck with a bias tape, fix my sleeve. I hope you can see it. That's a zip. Okay, for the sleeve, I insert my elastic, and this is the down part of the sleeve. You can see it's looking like it has ruffle. what I did is just to fold in 0.5 inches fabric inside. Then from the edge here I sew, and I also give a gap of 0.5, and I sew again. That gap is like a channel where the elastic will pass through. Okay, so I inserted my elastic, and this is it. Okay, so the next thing I want you to note is, you remember I only mark out my waist, and from the waist I connect to the length of the gown. But I don't want you to do that. Please, when you're cutting out yours, when you mark out your waist, I'm talking about the down part of the gown now. When you mark out your waist, remember to mark your hip as well. When you mark out your waist, measure your hip depth, then you mark your round hip, okay? Then you connect to the length of the gown. Please, if you don't do that, it might be tight around your hip. It might be tight around your hip, and that won't be nice. Okay, so please remember to do that. When you measure your waist, also mark out your hip measurement. Then from your waist, connect to your hip. From your hip, you now connect to the length of the gown. Okay, all right, so if you like this video, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up, share this video, leave a comment if you have one. Thank you so much for watching, and if you're yet to subscribe, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and see you in my next video. Bye.